Now, the government says examination pressure has emerged as one of the main factors behind the wave of student unrest being witnessed in schools across the country. Basic Education Principal Secretary Julius Bitok is now urging school principals to adopt alternative approaches to student assessment rather than forcing students to sit for examinations. And as NTV's Julius Juma reports, the government has maintained that there will be no early mid-term break despite the recent spike in school fires, even as education stakeholders call for more drastic interventions.
Nearly a week after the tragic fire at Utumishi Girls Academy in Gilgil that claimed the lives of 16 students and left dozens injured, most schools continue to report incidents of arson, vandalism and unrest, renewing concerns over safety in learning institutions. Education authorities now say examination pressure is emerging as one of the major triggers behind the disturbances.
There are some of the mock examinations which are creating tensions in our schools. We have asked the boards of management and the school management to reconsider even postponing the mock exams temporarily to ensure that students do not riot.
The PS is now encouraging school principals and boards of management to engage learners through dialogue and embrace more flexible approaches in dealing with examination-related anxiety. Bitok has at the same time dismissed calls for an early midterm break, insisting that learning remains largely uninterrupted in most schools across the country.
Let us have a conversation with the students. If they are not ready for a mock exam, you should be able to engage them. They should be able to tell you if that is what is causing tension in our schools. So we are doing everything possible to contain the situation. And as I was already aware, we have directed a national audit for the next 10 days of all our boarding schools to ensure that they meet the safety standards.
But the ministry's position is facing growing resistance from some education stakeholders who believe the situation requires more urgent intervention.
Pia sisi walimu tunakuwa affected kwa sababu tunakuwa na stress sana. Unaamshwa saa 8 ya usiku, unaamshwa saa 9 ya usiku kwamba bweni linachomeka ama kwamba kitu inafanyika shuleni. Kwa hivyo unakuwa ni kama you are part of the watchmen of the school. You don't sleep. Kesho yake asubuhi unafaa uwe darasani. Hujalala kwa sababu umekuwa ukikimbizana na watoto to make sure that nothing bad is happening. And therefore we are simply asking the ministry, let kids go home and rest.
Fundisha hafta amekuja next week. Watoto waende nyumbani shule zote, at least pressure irudi chini. Kupunguza hizi vitu zote.
Teachers who spoke to NTV on condition of anonymity called for a review of sections of the basic education framework governing student discipline. They argue that schools are increasingly struggling to deal with cases of indiscipline, drug abuse, and violent behavior, citing the Basic Education Act of 2010, which outlawed corporal punishment.
And do the right thing. Are you okay, boys?
Meanwhile, more schools have been closed following fresh fire incidents. These include Kakamega High School and KC School. The latest incidents add to a growing list of affected institutions in counties including Nakuru, Nairobi, Kiambu, Kisii and Kakamega. The level of unrest in schools is arguably at a record high in the country, with parents, teachers and authorities all unwilling to shoulder the blame. And as this game of pointing fingers continues, one hopes that the situation can be contained and that our students can be assured of their safety in schools. Julius Juma, NTV.